Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet, and you have to check out the fastest rising podcast in all of professional wrestling. I'm talking about the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. If you're looking for pay-per-view predictions, if you're looking for pay-per-view reviews, if you're looking for interviews, check out the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Crash and Burn!
Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the fastest wrestling podcast in professional wrestling, Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. We're talking about NXT Takeover Vengeance Day. First up, we have my favorite person to annoy. He is also from Crash and Burn and the Moshcast, Josh.
Yes, everyone. It is I, the Assassin, Josh Stinger. We're back with another episode of the fastest rising podcast in professional wrestling, the one and only Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. NXT Takeover Vengeance Day. This is going to be awesome because I like how NXT is bringing back the old names from the old reviews and incorporating. So we shall can't wait to get this started. I mean, there's only 5 matches, so should be great.
Next is Nicholas.
Hello, everybody. I'm back once again. I think Josh put it very perfectly. We're going to be predicting the next show coming from the NXT brand, NXT Takeover Vengeance Day, which is Vengeance and Judgment Day or St. Valentine's Day Massacre or something. It's Vengeance in any pay-per-view that has day in it, just mashed together. And I find that very cool as well, and hopefully we can see more of that in the future. And I am very excited for this card that's been put together.
Next is Mr. Wyatt.
Wow, 2 minutes in, we're already getting flagged. 2 minutes in, that's got to be a world record. Yeah.
Of course, he shows right back.
He's gonna feed. All right, he's gonna feed off of our revenue for whatever we get on the video.
That's my intro.
Next is Lucas.
Also, go Karrion Kross.
All right, I try to be in cover, but you know why it has to do that to me. Anyways, I'm here on the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. It is the mastermind of violence. It is Prince of Darkness. It is I, the Rainmaker himself in the flesh.
Representing Crash and Burn and the Moshcast.
Yep.
In the flesh.
Also, quick question, Lucas. My question is, do you want to watch it again?
Another question is, do you want to get this video taken down, Wyatt?
Anyways, if you're done with your intro, Lucas, then
let's just move on.
last but not least, the hype man, Omar.
Hello, everyone around the world, brothers and sisters. Welcome to the Crash and Burn Podcast. You're watching here NXT Live Takeover Vengeance Day prediction.
Damn right. Okay. Time for the match card. Io Shirai versus Toni Storm versus Mercedes Martinez. Triple threat match for the NXT Women's title. How do you pick it up, Omar?
Okay, this is a long story between Toni and Io. I know they came a long way from the Mae Young Classic on the first season. Suddenly, win it. But then a few years later, Io Shirai becomes the NXT champion since 2019, then 2020, then all the way up 2021 still. Mercedes Martinez, sheesh, rough woman. Even though she had no chance opportunity to win a title match. And also she was joining Retribution, but she let down not to go to the main roster anymore. This is so tough here, guys. I'm not sure, but Io Shirai hasn't lost the title in any pay-per-view this year so far. It's in 2020.
Right.
She won on the In Your House, I believe.
Last year.
And also, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think this must be between Io and Mercedes Martinez fighting, and from out of nowhere, Toni Storm could recapture it for no reason, and saying that Io never get pinned by anyone else. I have to say this, but I think this Tony Storm is gonna take it over now because
All
she
right,
be
good pick.
bitching so much and complaining. Like, oh, I will become the next NXT Women's Championship in the U.S. and in the U.K. She already had. So
Yeah.
Tony Storm.
All right, go ahead, Josh, or else I'll mute you.
This is gonna be kind of difficult. You have the best of the women's division, and you have three of the best. But if I had to choose, I mean, Io Shirai. I mean, she hasn't had the title for that long yet. But this is kind of tricky.
Excuse you. How long do you think it's been?
How long is it? How do you think it's been, Josh? Can you make an estimate?
Okay. If I had to choose,
you
I'm going
hire
with Io
somebody?
Shirai to retain. I said Io Shirai to retain the title.
Okay.
Hands down.
Yeah. Go ahead, Nicholas.
Yeah, so it's been quite a while, obviously. It's been since May, I believe, she won the title. So, yeah, it's been a significantly wrong. It's
Been 9 months. It's been 9
It's
months. It's like pregnancy. It's like a woman's pregnancy. It's like 9 months.
Yeah, so this has been a pretty long reign thus far. Yes, Josh, I can see your face. Yeah, this is a very tough one, but I have to agree. I think with Omar that I think Tony Storm might win this. I think it's gonna be because I mean Shirai won the title in a triple threat match, so I don't see why it would be so far fetched for her to lose it in a triple threat match. And plus, she won it. She beat the woman who was not the champion to win the belt. So perhaps Tony Storm pins Mercedes Martinez to win the title, and then down the line you have a rematch 1-on-1 between Tony Storm and Io Shirai with the belt on the line. Because I don't think you can just sell this with the triple threat. I think because with a triple threat with the champion and the main challenger, and then there's the other one. I feel like that's actually a very good strategy to set up sort of the 1-on-1 between the two without having to have the champion actually be pinned, not weaken them. So, I think I can definitely see a rematch happening down the line, maybe at the next Takeover.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We got one thing. Tony Storm's got a nice ass, especially on her own action figure.
I gotta cop that figure too, though.
No
Go ahead,
comment.
Lucas.
Guys, don't worry. This figure is not covered in cum.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lucas.
Thanks for addressing. Thanks
Too
for
much
addressing
information there, pal.
Thanks for addressing the concern everybody here clearly had. Wyatt. We were all very worried about
Go ahead,
that.
Lucas.
I know what time it is.
Tony time.
It's Tony time.
It's
So,
Oh my
Lucas
God,
time.
Lucas.
Yeah.
yes, it's my
It's
time.
Lucas time.
It's Lucas
It's
time.
Lucas time.
But yeah, I'm going with Tony Storm for this one. Io Shirai had this shit for 9 months, and you know how we are. We don't like very long time reigns. We don't like wrestlers that have a time for like 2 fucking years. I don't know why Josh thinks that it's 2 years not too long. Like, bitch, it's too long to have the title for 2 years. Josh thinks it's not too long. But yeah, it is too long for Io Shirai to have the title. And I think she should drop it at this point because I think it'd be anticlimactic. So I'm gonna go with my girl. I think it's a perfect one to dethrone Io Shirai. That is.
Well, I want to make a comment on the whole situation with long title reigns or whatever. I think that is really a product, I think, of the fact I think people now have much shorter attention spans than they did back then. Like you saw like Hulk Hogan, Bruno Sammartino, freaking Pedro
Let's
Morales,
get a
all these
Bob
guys.
Backlund title reign.
Yeah, so let's bring him back in.
Yeah.
Like they were
Yeah,
ranked
I
like
think
7.
I think Bob Backlund should make a return and then be added into the NXT title match. And then Bob Backlund hits him in a chicken wing, and then Bob Backlund will hold the NXT title for 4 to 5 years.
Hell yeah.
I think that's what's gonna
Well, I mean,
happen.
Bob
Chicken
Backlund's,
wings.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
I mean, Bob Backlund's nephew or whatever is wrestling currently, so I
Yeah.
mean, he could show up at some point.
Wait,
But
Bob Back is wrestling?
no, Bob Backlund's like nephew or something, someone in his family. He was on the Nightmare Family wrestling school sort of showcase thing. It was in the opening match.
Yeah,
It was really good.
You know what's actually the thing about it is like, and also another one at a long time reign that is Bruno Sammartino as well.
Yeah.
Like
He held the title for over 7 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
combined
exactly.
11 years.
So-
Like, so it's. I think it's definitely due to the
A
fact
fan
that
issue.
Who knows? Io Shirai could even have a fabulous Moolah title reign, which was 20 years.
20 years. Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna go with Io Shirai to retain.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Why? How about you?
Yes, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. As much as I don't care about 2 out of 3 of them, I'm sure when Mercedes Martinez was talked about being a Retribution, I'm sure she was like, "Oh, fuck that shit. I'm going back where I belong." But
Yeah.
word.
yeah. But I think I'm gonna go Tony Storm. About damn time for a change.
Tony Storm, yeah.
Like
I wouldn't mind her.
She's the right person to put the belt on, but
I wouldn't mind her.
Can we have? I think maybe we should have superstar Billy Graham make a return that night and make an appearance.
What?
He's gonna destroy the belt.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
let's have him make a return, and then maybe that NXT Vengeance rating will go up. Because
Word.
old stars bring up ratings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody remembers superstar Billy Graham.
So everybody went here?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone went.
Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart in the women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals. And the winners will receive a future WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match.
There you go. There you freaking go.
There you go.
Nicholas,
Genius.
you're excited. So how about you go?
Thank you. That was literally the one thing I was asking for, was that to be the reward. There you freaking go. I've honestly really liked the tournament. I think it's been a great way to reestablish or even establish some new teams. I think I'm really liking Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro, even though they're not in the finals. But I think that's done a really good job at sort of establishing them as a team to keep an eye on. Sure. But yeah, this is a very good final matchup, and it really does tie everything together. So yeah, these four are obviously, they've been sort of connected through the past few months, especially with the War Games match. Especially Ember Moon, she's been friggin' doing stuff with Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. So yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting match, and this is also a very tough one to sort of consider who the winner or loser might be. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Ember Moon Shotzi Blackheart, honestly. Only because I think they're gonna keep focusing on Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai as sort of singles people. I think that's. I could very well be wrong about that, but that's just my thinking, because I think eventually Raquel Gonzalez is going to get a women's title shot at some point.
All right, go ahead, Omar.
This is gonna be a little smart right there. What if there's gonna be betrayal between Raquel and Dakota?
Oh.
What if? What if?
Oh.
Because because it seems like Raquel Gonzalez, in her mind, she was like, I am so sick of this little shorty girl who's overhandling me, and I can't do this on myself alone. Or everything with a mad face, and Dakota goes like everywhere, hype, little bit smile and a mad face. And yet, I see no beef between Blackheart and Ember. They're doing a great team. Both of them doing fine. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go with Blackheart and Ember Moon for this.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Danker.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Shotzi and Ember Moon. I mean, I kind of see what Omar's trying to say, that there's gonna be a betrayal between Raquel and Dakota. I mean, they've been together for months, and I think they need to part ways with each other. I feel like Dakota needs to not have someone in her corner all the time and do things the right way. And I think Raquel is gonna. I think Raquel should be a main in the women's division, like in the top contenders for the title. But
Yes.
I'm going with Shotzi and Ember. I like both of them. Shotzi's my favorite women's wrestler right now in NXT. And
Well,
James.
who is?
Yay!
James, what's up, man?
Give it up for James.
Give it up for James.
Jay!
Give it up for James.
Welcome to Crash and Burn, man.
What's the deal?
Yay!
How's your
Takeover
day,
predictions.
Good.
Good, man. So, we just finished talking about Io Shirai versus Toni Storm versus Mercedes Martinez for the NXT Women's title. What do you have for that match?
I'd like to see Toni Storm go. I think she's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
You know,
Awesome.
taking nothing away from anyone else, but I mean, either I mean, I don't know. Like, it'd be good. Any one of them taking it, but Io's held it down for a while. She's freaking a master at what she does. I think she really needs to be moved up to the main stage. You know, I'm surprised that she didn't make like an appearance in the Rumble.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that I think back at it, I'm like, But I mean,
Yeah.
but then again, you know, she's a staple, kind of like Asuka was. You know, she's a big name there in NXT, so you kind of have this like, do we move her up? Do we keep her here? She, you know. So I think if anyone goes over, though, I would like to see Toni Storm. That'd be badass.
All right.
Yeah, I hate to say this, James, but the reason why Io Shirai wasn't in the Rumble this year is because she's one of the options for the Royal Rumble winner. Just who they want to fight at WrestleMania, because Rhea Ripley was one of the options last year. That's who Charlotte challenged.
Yeah. So, Josh, have you said your pick for?
Yeah, I said it's gonna be Shotzi and I said Shotzi and Ember Moon because Shotzi's my favorite on the roster. So yeah, I'm going with them. Shotzi and Ember for the win.
All right. So, James, this match, Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, and it's the Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals. What do you have?
Well, I'm going to be a little biased here because Raquel Gonzalez is a hometown girl for me. Her name
For
is
you, down
Victoria.
in Texas.
Yeah, and she trained down here with my coaches, early when they started their program. So I just like what she's doing, man. I saw her character blossom from the independent scene, babyface, like just what she is now, and it's like it's more than a night and day difference. Not only in the quality of her performance, but just like the passion, and then just her physique and the shape she's in. I mean, her character as a heel. I didn't think it was going to work because she's been a babyface for so long, even on the independent. And I mean, if you ever meet her, like she's just she's so nice. Yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna say I want to see Dakota and Raquel go over just because, like I said, I'm a little biased there. And I just would like to see that be accomplished by. I don't personally know her, like she's not like a friend of mine, but I do know who she is. And she was trained by the people who trained me, and I think that'd be awesome for our promotion as well, down here in Corpus Christi, Texas. For my coach to be able to say, "Hey, I mean, one of my former students is the winner of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic." I mean, that's a pretty cool thing to say. That's real heavy,
Okay,
man.
I got you.
It's a big accomplishment, and for her to come from a place so small, like so unrecognized, really, Corpus Christi, Texas, and there's never really been anyone built from here. I don't know where she builds herself from, but I think that'd just be awesome, dude. I think everyone would pot for it, bro. Everyone would love it.
All right, and by the way, your camera's off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My bad. I'm eating right now.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, it's okay.
All right, so who else did not go for this match?
Me.
Go ahead, Lucas. And Wyatt can go after.
All right, so I don't. This is very tough. Like I love Dakota Kai. I'm Team Kick for life, and Raquel Gonzalez growing on me and everything. But Ember Moon always been my favorite. When she was against Asuka, that when I got like behind her and everything, and Shotzi Blackheart, everything. Like she's cool and everything. Like the tank and everything. You know, that's cool entrance. I want to see Ember Moon and Shotzi in actually the tank, and then both of them like going down together. So personally, for me, this is very tough. I love four of those people, but one that was growing on me. I'm gonna go with Blackheart and Ember Moon for this one. And the reason why I'm going with this is because I just think personally for me, it'll be the right move because I think Dakota Kai needed to be better off solo and maybe take on Tony Strong or Io Shirai for the title. I think Dakota Kai would be a great person to take the title off from some people, but I feel that's to be built on for months. So we got to wait on
Okay.
that. But Kel Gonzalez is going to get a title shot eventually. But we'll see. But I don't mind Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez winning though. Like I don't mind both of them winning. So
Same here. Oh, there you are, Wyatt. You're up next.
Yeah, my pick for this. My pick for this one, I'm gonna go with Shotzi and Ember just because I really like Shotzi. I think she's a really talented woman. She's a good talker, and I'm really big on her. And Shotzi does deserve something big in her career. I'm not gonna lie, I would actually see her as like the third member of the Riot Squad. Not gonna lie, I think that would be cool.
Okay. Anyways.
But, yeah, Shotzi does deserve something big, and I think they should move the women's tag titles to NXT because look it, there's not even a women's tag division on the damn main roster. That shit. You can put it on NXT, and you can get used a lot more.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Like, look at all these tag teams they made in NXT for the women. Like, look at all these tag teams that they made for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Right.
Yeah. Like, that shows it all.
Yeah, and then like I said, I wouldn't mind either team winning. So I'm
That's
in
like,
between.
yeah.
All right, now it's the men's. Now it's time for the men's side of the
I can't wait.
tag
Oh.
That is MSK versus the Grizzled Young Veterans.
Oh my God.
this is gonna be good.
Ooh.
All right, so James, you can go first for this.
Well, I mean, yeah. I haven't really. I've seen a couple of tag matches from MSK, and I like what I see. I saw a lot of their independent work.
Yeah.
I mean, the other I haven't kept up with the string of tag team matches, but like I said, I mean, I know enough about that one particular team to know that they're fire. I mean, I think this kind of goes without being said, but I would love to see them face the freaking Street Profits, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
MSK.
It would just be fucking fire, dude. They're hot on the mic. They're cool. They're entertaining. And I think what the tag team division just lacks is just that the art of a tag team match. I think we get too many of the spots and you can really do a lot of storytelling with the tag team match. You really can, and I think we've gotten away with that. But teams like MSK, Profits, they bring a lot of that entertainment value back to a tag team match and make me actually care about the tag division. Not, you know what I mean? For a while, I think it was stale. It wasn't exciting. It was just what the New Day kind of brought it back. But yeah, I think MSK. I like to see them go over with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also for this match, I wouldn't mind either team winning. All right, go ahead, Omar.
This is easy. I know the young grizzled veterans, what they call, they such a maniacs, crybabies, and a bitch, both of them, saying that they are going to the finals and will become the NXT Dusty Classic Cup. Since
The
that,
winner.
yeah, the winners. Yeah. Since that, I love MSK. Since they debuted on NXT, wow. I heard someone bet it was supposed to either who goes to the final faces anyone who makes it to the final. Look, but anyways, I want MSK to win this to prove that they are the best tag teams that debuted since the beginning of NXT.
All right. Go ahead, Nicholas.
Yeah, I've absolutely loved MSK's work, especially when they were the Rascals. I've been watching since 2018 when they were in Impact, and ever since then they've just been absolutely insane. And I think it's a crime that they never won the Impact tag titles. Honestly, that is just the biggest robbery I've ever seen. Yeah, I've definitely been excited at the possibility of them coming to WWE. It's kind of sad the trade didn't go along with them, but I can understand the reasons. But yeah, I'm excited to at least see two of them here. However, I also freaking love grizzled young veterans. Zach Gibson is absolutely tremendous on the microphone, and he has a personality unlike anyone else that I've seen in wrestling, and I've loved all their stuff in NXT UK. Obviously, the first NXT UK Tag Team Champions, which I thought was the right call to make. Shake it up a bit, and they've had some tremendous matches as well to back it up. But when it comes to this match, I I want and I think it has to happen. I think Grizzled Young Veterans are going to win because MSK they are hot. They have just debuted and they are doing phenomenal, but it's too soon to do this. And for Grizzled Young Veterans, now is the perfect time to give them this win. Honestly, it's gonna be weird, I think, to have a heel versus heel team, especially them against Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. But I think that'd be a pretty interesting match to have as well. I honestly think it's too soon to give MSK the victory here, and it would just be screwing over Grizzled Young Veterans when they've already come so close before. So, yeah, I'm going with my boys to win this.
All right, that's fine.
MSK?
No, Grizzled Young Veterans.
Oh, okay, good.
All right, all right. Go ahead, Josh.
Yes. Like I said, for those that don't know, I've watched Impact Wrestling for a while. When I first saw these guys, as the Rascals, I was very impressed by their work. They're one of the hottest tag teams in professional wrestling. Fun fact: I actually met Desmond Xavier at a independent show, and I actually seen him as a single star. He's really great as a single star. Both those guys are great. Ever since they came to NXT, I got really excited to see what they were going to do with them, how they were going to build them up. I'm surprised they got this far, even though they just came over to NXT not too long ago. But you have like the Grizzled Young Veterans, who are an amazing tag team. I've watched them since NXT UK, and I agree with Nick. The first time they won the NXT tag titles, the very first time, that was the right call because I thought they were dominant in that match. I thought they were absolutely incredible. But if I had to choose who I would want to see win, I gotta go with my boys MSK. I have been loving them as of late. I think, but I see where Nick's coming from. It's too early, but I want to see if they can pull this one off. I feel like they're perfect for the NXT Tag Team title picture. Yeah, I mean, Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch, I like them as a tag team, but as heels, they're so boring, and they're boring champions in my opinion. And I want to see like a fresh new face of champions for a change. And I feel like they're the right choice, but I feel like at the same time it's too soon. But yeah, I'm gonna go with MSK. I think they got this one.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Josh. I think as of late, I mean, the actually tag team division is usually really good, but like they literally, I think this is right. I think this is right. They have not had an NXT Tag Team title match on pay-per-view since NXT Takeover Portland. So it's been a crazy long time since you've actually seen them on the big stage. And they're not even on this pay-per-view, so it's probably going to be more than a year since we've seen the titles on pay-per-view. So, yeah, hopefully soon they are able to get back into that loop of having some exciting feuds between the tag teams and having some very exciting tag champions. I think Grizzly Young Veterans could definitely fill that role.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Wyatt.
So I'm gonna probably go with the Rascals to win.
Okay.
MSK.
Because I think the Rascals have always been a pretty good team in TNA, and I don't really know too much about the grizzled young veterans, but I guess I'm gonna just go with the Rascals, knowing how much tag teams there are on NXT right now. So for any tag team that is interested going to NXT, here's a message from Daddy Angle.
My tag team division is full, but I hear that TNA is hiring.
Okay.
Yes.
Nick has questioned himself.
Well, go ahead.
Did you guys
Lucas.
hear that?
Yes, I did.
We heard that.
So
I did.
So Nick and Lucas, if you guys plan to be a tag team, I heard TNA is hiring.
We'll never be a tag team.
No.
I will turn heel on him for a split second.
Antwan has more of a chance of tag teaming with Caillou than me and Lucas ever becoming a tag team.
Well, yeah.
No,
Lucas.
no. Here's the Antwan has a better chance of tag team with a bed than
We
me
can
and
talk
Nick.
about this later.
That's why TNA is hiring.
Yes.
Exactly. Jason, don't ruin the moment, man. Don't ruin the moment.
I'm not trying to. But...
Yeah. You did.
Omar.
I just looked at the TNA roster while William and y'all were predicting. The roster's ass, but they do have some good wrestlers.
Yeah, let me go with my pick here. I'm honestly, it's too soon for MSK to be honest. Like, this is the problem, to be honest, with some companies. I think that is fine. I think they build up people too soon. For example, the Fiend, they build them way too soon.
Yeah,
to be champion and everything like that.
Very too soon.
Yeah, they did that way too early and everything, and it's just bullshit how they did it. And so I'm gonna go with the safe pick here. I'm going on Grizzly Young Veterans. I seen them wrestle.
All right.
I seen them wrestle in the UK. I seen them wrestle in good matches in the takeovers and everything in the UK, and I see how they work and everything. They're really good in the ring and everything, so I can see them win this match. I don't mind MSK winning, but I feel like they're way too soon because they just came like a month ago. Like they were legit like freshmen in high school that just came in, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
And they kind of look like it. They kind of look like it too, to be honest. I'm sorry. They look like.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem.
Yeah, that's actually a thing.
Yeah,
good point.
That's definitely a problem with WWE as a whole. That they definitely jump the gun on a lot of the stuff that they do. And Fiend is definitely a very prime example of that. That they should have spent months of him killing people, basically, like he did with Finn Balor, and set up his own graveyard to rival that of The Undertaker. But instead, they just gave him a Universal title match immediately and basically killed his momentum. And yeah, the lesson there is, and I think. I see a lot of people complain about the fact that they don't immediately push these NXT guys when they come to the main roster, like Andrade. Obviously, it's very criminal what they've done to Andrade already, that he's not even appearing on television. But I think
that's right.
They were going on the right track, I think, in the beginning, that they didn't give him a title, but they had him go on television, have some excellent matches, and have some mini feuds. That's the perfect way to do it. You don't just...
You know what the perfect way is? If he wants to leave WWE so bad, just go to TNA, because I heard TNA is hiring.
Nice job, Wyatt. But yeah, I think that was
I fucked up there.
But I legitimately think that's a great way to build up guys. That you don't just immediately that they're there building up in the foreground, and they develop this sort of cult following. And when the time is right, they have a dedicated fan base. So then when they start to push them more towards maybe the mid card title, there's a lot more support, and it isn't just
I've
like.
never seen him cut a good promo. I've never seen Andrade. Like, I don't see what's exciting about
Well,
him.
that's
So,
why
like,
they
I
had.
understand he's a good wrestler. I understand Andrade is a really good wrestler, but I just don't see what's exciting about him. Like,
Well, that's why they
he
had.
is a good wrestler, but it's just, yeah. But if he's gonna really rebuild up, the only best option is because WWE's pretty much gonna fuck him up again. He's gonna have to go to TNA because TNA is hiring.
Well, that's the thing. That's why they gave him Zelina Vega. That not everyone's a good talker, but there are a lot of good wrestlers. That's why they give managers out, so they do the
Zelina
talking
Vega's
for them.
She's okay of a talker, but she's not really, really good like Paul Heyman or Jim Cornette or Bobby the Brain Heenan.
But I think they complemented each other really well, honestly, and it really added a good amount of heat onto Andrade that he had this backup with her. And yeah, I think they could have definitely done something really good with him if they had kept on the track they were. Like, they were honestly on the perfect track once they gave him the United States title, but then he lost it to Apollo Crews, and then in a rematch, and then went to a tag team with Angel Garza, which was immediately the wrong move to go for. They should have had him maybe another mid-card or upper mid-card feud, and then have him go after the world champion. That's how you do it. You don't just push them immediately to the moon, immediately to the front of the line. Like, I definitely could see Keith Lee winning the world title at some point, but like, don't give it to him immediately. Just wait.
Just wait till the time is right.
Give the fans time to get attached to it, because not everyone, unfortunately, not everyone watches NXT. Give this audience time to get used to him and develop a fan base on the main roster for him, and then push him once he becomes that popular. Yeah.
No, that's a badass point, because I think what a lot of people don't understand is moving up from NXT to that main roster show is the audience is very different. You're not. How can I say this? You're not in front of just wrestling fans now. You're in front of casual viewers that might be flipping through channels, and it's your job as a performer to look. And I think a lot of times, not only is it like a question of, is this person ready? We don't want to give it to them yet, or maybe someone else's the opportunity is the time is for their opportunity, whatever. I think it's just like you have those moments in a superstar's career that may not come for 6 or 7 years, where they drop this just pipe bomb, so to speak. And it's like, holy crap, there it is. There it is right there. And I think WWE does a great job of allowing their superstars, like, they do have a lot of say in what they do and what they can say and what they can't. But there's a reason why. Because you can't go out there and do whatever you want. So they're giving them the opportunity to either shine, to make or break, and it's your job at the end of the day, despite your booking and despite whether you're winning or losing, to put yourself over, like you said, to get the fans on your side or against playing heel. So it just depends, and I think they give them their shots, like with Andrade or whatever. But you can't just run up from NXT champion to the world title picture. Like, not everyone's AJ Styles. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Not everyone is. I mean, so I agree with that completely. But it takes time, and especially because you're a diplomat at that point. You're on talk shows. You're going to this and media, this and all that. Like, dude, you got to be ready. You're not just ready anymore. You can't just be a good guy.
Yeah. And like just to add to that, like I've been watching a lot of classic Raw. I've been watching a lot of that in the past few years, and it all started in 1993. Arguably, wasn't a very good year for WWF back then, and it was kind of the start of decline. But I could say from a 44-minute show where WWF was arguably in a decline, I cared more about the people in that show than I do about the people on a 3-hour show with all these people who I love from NXT and the independents, because they allow these characters to be built over time, and they're not wrestling every week. They're not spending all their time doing that. They're giving a lot of time to segments, to interviews, and they're not having these net classics. They're having a lot of jobber matches, but it's just very well structured. And I think that somewhere down the line, I think definitely the Attitude Era. I mean, there was a lot of cool stuff that came out of the Attitude Era, but I think ultimately, the Attitude Era was detrimental to, I think, a lot of the good stuff in terms of storytelling that WWE was able to
And
do.
ruthless aggression.
Yeah. I mean, Ruthless Aggression, they were starting to get back on track, but then PG Era happened and yada, yada, yada.
I'm going to tell you, that's when WWE was going down the shitter, because the PG Era kind of got the ratings to go down a little bit. And ever since the Attitude Era ended, the ratings, WWE didn't know what to do, because they got all the talent that they wanted from ECW and WCW, and they were like, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? So WWE had to find a way to have competition, so that's why they started their Raw roster and SmackDown roster, a way that they'd improve their ratings.
Yeah.
And find, like, what's going to be better.
Yeah, and I think another thing that you could bring back from that era that would
Get the F out. That worked.
Yeah. That I think would help is bringing back like those interview segments, like Piper's Pit or the Snake Pit or any of those things.
Show.
Yeah, because
what
Piper and them would do, they'd probably start drama or whatever on there, but they'd allow the person they were having on the show to develop their character more, say why I'm here, what I'm doing this for, establish themselves, and make the audience care about them. Because they're not a character if you don't know what they want or why they're doing what they're doing. Just saying, I want to be the WWE champion. Like, okay, why do you want to be the WWE champion? Because it's my dream. Okay, everyone says it's their dream. What about it? What about the WWE title do you want to gain from it? Like, that is missing from today's product. And you just, something as simple as that can just improve it by so much, and it would make people care a lot more. And that is the end of that. That's it, Jason. Don't worry.
It's okay. Anyway, speaking of world titles, how about the NXT Championship match?
Let's go! Johnny Gargano, Kushida.
Yeah, well, for this match is Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is tough.
Can't wait. This is gonna be good.
Anyways, Omar, go ahead, man.
I gotta say this, but Pete Dunne, no, he's not gonna retain. He's not gonna get the NXT World Champion. It's gotta be Finn Balor, because there's been a speak report that Finn Balor could defend the NXT title all the way to the Mania. Cross. So Finn Balor's gonna retain.
All right, James, go ahead.
Man, I can never say Finn Balor. I don't know what they do with Finn Balor is so unpredictable. You know what I mean? Like he's
unpredictable.
Yeah, because he can really he's successful in any endeavor that they put him in. So let's say like based on character, if you're wanting to build up Pete Dunne's resume, I think this is an excellent opportunity to do so. Give him the title. He had it. What was it like the one of the longest reigns of all time, like with the NXT UK title. And I think if he adds this one and maybe does the same thing, maybe retains it for like another year and a few months. That just adds more. I guess you could say like myth to the legend. You know what I mean? And it gives him a stronger appeal that bruiserweight character. I'd like to see him go over. I just don't think that they're gonna do it because, like I said, I think Balor is just the face of NXT, and I think he has been for a long time and will be forever. And that's why they threw him back in the picture, and I think he's just doing too like. I don't know. I'm not saying like that Pete Dunne can't have good matches, but literally Finn can work with anybody, and he has no choice but to stay safe because of his injuries and because of what he's got going on. So, I mean, he's just money like all the way around.
Oh yeah.
So I would like. I mean, it would be cool to see Pete Dunne bite the title and get his hand raised. But I'm expecting a Balor win, and I'm expecting a really badass freaking match.
I can definitely see that on Sunday night. So, Balor for the win. For me too.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Josh.
All right. So I love both these guys. These guys are both great talent. I feel I don't know. It's kind of like a mixed feeling for me because I want to see Pete Dunne at least win one main world title in NXT at least once. I mean, the dude's great talent. He has been ever since he debuted, and I felt like I feel like it's the same thing with building Keith Lee up on the main roster. I feel like you have to get a lot of fans more used to Pete Dunne because not a lot of people are familiar with him. But I mean, for the people that are familiar with him, watch NXT and know
James.
and know like a lot about him. But if I had to choose who I would want to win the match itself, I'm going with this guy right here. I'm going with the Prince.
Yeah!
All
I'm
right.
a huge fan of him. I've been a fan of Finn Balor ever since day one. NXT since day one. And I like the fact that ever since he left the main roster, he came back and improved his career by doing a totally different gimmick, looking completely different. And I feel like that's what stepped up his career was doing the Prince gimmick and being a heel. And I actually like him better as a heel than a face because I feel like that represents him for who he was back in Japan. So if I had to choose who I would want to win, I'm going with this guy. I'm going with the Prince. He's retaining his title and he's going to be the face of NXT forever.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Lucas.
I was just eating my Chipotle tacos. Great tacos, by the way. I mean, I kind of burned my mouth a little bit. But I'm gonna go. God, this is very tough because I love Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne is my man. Like, this guy is one of my favorites. Like, this man can do it all way. He played good matches with Tyler Bate. Who else? He run with Tyler Bate and other people. I think another one. Oh God, what is his name? I forgot his name.
Who? Trent Seven?
Yeah, I think it was Trent Seven. I'm not sure who it was. But
Trent Seven's good talent also.
yeah, he's a good talent. The both are really good talents. Finn Balor's been putting good matches with Kyle Ryleigh, and he always put on good matches with other people like John Gargano. Back there with KO, Adam Cole, and everything like that. Baby,
Right.
Forgot to say that, but I'm Cole,
Samoa
baby.
Joe.
So yeah, Samoa Joe as well. Samoa Joe, I think that personally for me, he needs to go back to NXT because I know it's crazy and anything like that, but I feel like he'll be well more used in that, like more commentary and also for super stuff. I feel like he'll be that guy that just put.
I think Samoa Joe's retired from wrestling.
He's not retired. He's I think he's made it a bit clear that he's looking to try and return. But we'll see.
we'll see. We'll see. But I'm personally for me, I'm gonna go with Finn Balor. And but for me though, I don't mind seeing Pete Dunne, but I feel like as you know, with Kiwi's going on, you had to adapt to Pete Dunne. Like some people don't know Pete Dunne. So I'd rather keep on top that basically everybody knows about. And Finn Balor is like basically ever since last year he came back and he turned on Johnny and Ciampa.
That was awesome.
That's when he elevated his career. That this is when basically I saw the real Finn Balor. I saw him back in 1916, which is great because he needs to use that finish as the coup de grace because coup de grace is kind of shit in my opinion. And that was it. I'm probably favorite coup de grace is kind of shit in my opinion. It's just a double foot stomp from the top rope. That's it.
I mean, it's devastating.
It is. It hits you actually in the heart and it possibly could kill you. Like it hurt.
Yeah, the one he did to AJ Styles back in TLC was brutal.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that, but I don't like it personally for me. So I will go with Finn Balor for this. I think they're gonna have a badass match. This is like a match I want to see for. Actually, I think I said that I want Finn Balor to be done in the fantasy book. I'm not sure, but this is what I needed. Like, this is the good match. This is the match of the night. I'm saying it right now. Match of the night is gonna be Finn Balor and Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Wyatt.
My pick to win is
Balor Club.
Copyright.
You know what? You know what could make this match more entertaining?
Oh no!
I think Iron Sheik should make a return and then camel clutch Finn Balor and Pete Dunne. Champion, and then the Iron Sheik will say, "Fuck you, you jabroni!"
I can just imagine. I just imagine him. I can just imagine him breaking into the Capitol Wrestling Center, just screaming. Oh Lord!
I think Iron Sheik should make a return that night. Who would y'all want to see Iron Sheik as the NXT champion? I'm curious.
No.
Nah.
I wouldn't mind.
It's an interesting proposition.
Yep.
Anyways, go ahead, Nicholas.
I think everything that I could have possibly said about this match has already been said. I have Finn Balor to win this, honestly, and Pete Dunne's still awesome. Pete Dunne's, I feel like his heel character is a little bland in NXT, especially compared to his heel run in Progress Wrestling. He was insane in Progress. Definitely, if you have not seen his stuff in Progress, check that out. It's masterful. And yeah, I think that would be interesting to see a heel British Strong Style again of him, Tyler Bate, Trent Seven, because they can pull it off really well. So yeah, that's the only point I've got to make. Finn Balor for the win. Also, once again, because they're probably going to have him face Karrion Kross at some point.
Yeah, this is going to be a great match.
Whether he brings the Demon back or not, who knows?
I think for this one, I think the Demon will be the perfect opponent for Karrion Kross.
Yeah, but it's like, I know what happens when I friggin' don't put on the Demon when I go against a demonic figure. I ain't falling for that one again.
Well, I wonder why did I bring the Demon back for so long. I wonder.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they it was overexposed because he friggin' did it at WrestleMania and then he literally did it 2 months later against Andrade for no reason, only because they were in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Nick, you want to know something? I want to how NXT should end.
Oh no!
Nick, you want to know?
Does it have something to freaking do?
Here's your winner and the new NXT champion, the Iron Sheik.
No.
Oh, thank goodness! I thought you were gonna say Baron Corbin or something like that. I thought you were gonna say Big
And
Ben.
then
Corbin
you
comes
flip
back.
up the thunder and say, Fuck you, Thunderdome!
Fuck are you, Thunderdome?
It's gonna call.
Brody!
Well, anyways, now let's get to the last match.
Jason, do you think the Iron Sheik should return?
I wouldn't mind, anyways.
Dude, he's gonna cut a shoot promo on Hulk Hogan if they bring him back.
And then Hulk Hogan will come out and body slam his legs up and Hulk Hogan will be
Iron Cheeks,
1981 all over again.
Iron Cheeks is gonna call him a racist on television. And
Johnny
he's gonna be
Gargano.
like,
Well,
"Cut the feed,
how
cut
about
the
this
feed."
match? I bet this match is gonna be good. Match
Johnny
height.
Gargano's injured.
No, he's
Johnny-
not.
No.
That was
fake.
a ruse.
Well, Johnny Gargano versus Kushida, singles match for the NXT North American title.
Why you have been Russo'd? All right, that was just swerve. Don't worry, we all
You could
fall
say
for it.
that again for sure.
I'll mark God for this match.
Oh my gosh. This is going. It's gonna be a cheat again. Again, there's the way that's gonna be helping out with Johnny Gargano, but I have a feeling if Liam Ruff comes out, attacks the way like Austin, if he got his back by Johnny and Kushida all alone, and maybe Liam Ruff can help Kushida. Yeah, to be honest, I think Kushida needs to win this.
Alright. And James said he'll be back on in a sec. But, Josh.
Oh, right. So we got the NXT North American title match. Now, as of like the very first time Gargano held the title, he got his reign cut short as a face, but then when he made the heel turn, he won it back after winning it from the most surprised man to win the title, which was Leon Ruff. I mean, everyone was very shocked about how that happened, but I mean, Johnny's not. I really don't like him as a heel. I think he's more of like a babyface character. I think he's one of those heels that tries to be the heel, but it was kind of like when he was feuding with Ciampa for the last time. They reversed the roles. They made Ciampa the face and Gargano the heel. But I think it's better the way it was before. Ciampa's the heel, Gargano's the face. I
Yes.
feel like Ciampa's the better heel, Gargano's the better face. But if I had to choose who I want to win, I'm going with Kushida. I think it's time that Kushida gets the North American title. I think he's amazing talent. For a guy coming over from Japan who's, Japan has a lot of great talent. And he was one of those guys in New Japan that was amazing. Like, if you saw the stuff he could do, you knew he was the greatest cruiserweight on that roster. And in my opinion, in Japan, he was the greatest cruiserweight. But in overall, Kushida deserves a title because he's great talent, and I felt like they haven't used him a lot to see what he can really do. And I want to see if they can do that with using champion. I think despite his size and everything, I mean, I don't see anything bad about him. I think he's amazing. So I'm going with Kushida to take the NXT North American title. And there could be no champions. I mean, they don't need Candice. I mean, Candice LeRae deserves a championship. Indy Hartwell deserve one, and Austin Theory does. But I feel like Gargano, it's long overdue. So I'm going with Kushida.
Okay.
Coca-Cola.
Oh yes. Yeah, I'm thinking Kushida, but in the back of my mind, there's just the slight hint that Gargano might retain. But honestly, I want Kushida to win. Because I mean, I honestly do like Gargano's heel character. I think he's a very annoying heel, and that's very good for me, I think. But I think she is long overdue for a title. Especially looking at what he's done in the junior heavyweight division in New Japan. He's been phenomenal over there. And yeah, they really weren't doing anything with him. They had him steal Trevor Lee's hat or something like that, or whatever. And that was
Cameron
something.
Grimes.
Yeah, sorry, my indie brain took over. Yeah, but yeah, I like this new sort of aggressive side to him. Honestly, that's helped to kind of give him more attention, and yeah, that win over Velveteen Dream did help a lot as well. So hopefully, this can be the point where he's able to truly fit into that role that he truly deserves as an upper mid card champion in NXT. And yeah, I think he can do great things with the North American title.
All right. Who hasn't gone yet? Okay. Why first and then Lucas?
I honestly know Gargano's retaining. All I know is fuck Johnny Gargano, and I hope Karrion Kross returns Sunday and does his finisher to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lucas?
Alright, so this is tough because I mean, the only thing good about Johnny's like hero turn right now is his theme song. I'm saying it right now, his theme song's very good, in my opinion. Well, it's okay at least, but you know, it's my opinion though. So don't come at me. Do not come to my house and try to find me, because I won't give you the address to find me. But anyways, I'm going to go. God, this is tough. Yeah, back in my mind, as Nick said, I think that Johnny had some up his sleeve with the way he's gonna probably get involved. Probably knowing that probably.
Yeah, but I mean,
knowing Johnny, he probably dress him up as Scream again, try to advertise Scream 5.
I mean, then again,
Scream!
you have Dexter Loomis out there as well.
Oh
You
my
have to
God,
put
yeah.
that in mind.
Yeah, that too. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Kushida, but I won't be surprised if Johnny won.
Yeah.
So that's what I am going with. Because what I'm going to say, I think that the way it's gonna get, no, not put it in the way of Kushida, and Dexter Loomis goes under the ring and scares the shit out of him. He's like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Maybe
Oh
Dexter,
yeah.
maybe Dexter Loomis disguises as a Scream man and just
Yes, and then there and the way will be going that way. But
tell me why.
ain't nothing.
Nothing
Okay, it's not the same
matters.
time. But I'm gonna go with Kushida for this one. I think that it's the time to shine. It's time to make him the man of the division for North American division, and see him have good matches with we are Raw or anything like that.
Yeah, maybe he can have a great feud with GameStop investor freaking Cameron Grimes.
Yes, actually heard
Listen,
that getting actually very rich actually.
Apparently, he was bathing in money on live television. So yeah, he must have done something right.
Had the Biasi gimmick.
It's
Yeah.
basically the IRS gimmick, but it's like stock style.
The $1 million Cameron Grimes.
The $1 million man,
Yeah.
Karrion Kross.
Well, anyways, that's the entire card for Takeover. Now let's end it off here. Thanks for watching this episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast, where we predicted Takeover Vengeance Day. And that's going to be a great show Sunday. I cannot wait for this. Yeah. Thank you to James, who was here. I'm not sure if he'll be back, but it's all right. And definitely subscribe to this podcast as well as the Moshcast, where you can see most of us here review some albums from our favorite singers, musicians, bands, whatever. And yeah, that's my outro. Passing it over to Josh.
Alrighty, guys, it's been amazing. Thanks for watching the fastest rising podcast in professional wrestling, the one, the only Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. We hope you guys enjoyed. as we predicted, NXT Takeover Vengeance Day, which will air on Valentine's Day this Sunday. We hope you guys enjoy the show as much as we are going to enjoy the show. Follow everybody on their socials. Follow the podcast on the socials. Subscribe to the Moshcast, where you can catch me, Lucas, James, and Jason as we talk about heavy metal music and a lot more. So subscribe to both channels with the links down below, as well as this podcast. And just have a good life. Stay amazing. Stay positive.
And remember,
keep doing
Hulk
what you do
Hogan
best.
is your friend.
Yeah,
And he loves you very much.
Yes.
Yes,
Except,
remember.
And I'm gonna say this: I don't care about him, and I don't care if he loves me. Fuck him.
except
Look,
for
oh,
Iron
now.
Sheik. I don't think they are friends.
Even though
Anyway.
we're
The
going through
Iron
a tough...
Sheik's my friend. He loves me. He cares about me.
Anyways,
Yeah.
anyways,
Did he tell
before
you,
I
did he tell you this every night, Lucas, before you went night night? He's like, "Good night, Lucas, and fuck you."
He
Anyway,
definitely did.
Jesus, Lucas is.
Josh, are you done
everyone.
yet?
I'm almost done. I was about to say. All I'm gonna say is, even though we're going through a tough time right now with the coronavirus, all I want you guys to know is we're giving you the fastest rising podcast, and we're bringing out the best content for you if you guys are stuck in your houses. But if you guys do go out, wear a mask, stay safe, keep 6 feet apart, and just live life to the fullest. Yeah, and just live life to the fullest. Thanks for watching, and the assassin will see you next time. And remember, don't get slit on the way out on the sidewalk.
Yes,
Lucas.
I look forward. I do not look forward to that.
Okay. Go ahead, Nicholas, since you're already talking.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. I guess thanks everyone for watching. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed the pay-per-view as well. Please, like, subscribe to this as well as the Moshcast. Follow all these wonderful people on social media.
You follow James as well, who was here, but he had to
Yep.
go for personal stuff.
Friggin' find me on Roblox or something. And hope everyone's doing well and
Very well.
Yeah, very well. So yeah,
Well,
stay safe. Stay safe, everybody.
Okay. And go ahead, Omar.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Crash and Burn podcast of the NXT Takeover Vengeance Day prediction. We hope everyone enjoyed the show for this Sunday. Also, happy Valentine's Day to all those couple relationship out there, and maybe friends to be there about. And also, wear a mask and be safe out there. And also, don't forget to get your hand sanitizer. So,
Good point.
follow everyone.
Get your books.
Members on their Instagram, and follow me and subscribe here on YouTube, Crash and Burn Podcast.
That's right. Wyatt.
Always, everyone watching this video, always remember that
Hulk Hogan is your
No,
friend.
God,
And
we
he
gotta
loves you very
copyright.
much.
No.
This is not the Moshcast, but okay.
Yeah. Yes, always remember, y'all. Drink your water. Hope y'all
I'll drink it right now.
Remember, eat your vitamins, and say your prayers.
Yes.
Well, Lucas, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end this off. All right, so thank you guys for having me on this. I don't know what the fuck to call this episode. Where I don't know what the fuck to call this. What happened? So enjoy this unexpected episode, I guess. If you like this kind of shit. Yeah, as the people said, just wear your fucking mask, or else I'm gonna find you and
Wear your
make
mask,
you wear your
dude.
mask. I'm gonna make you wear your mask. I'm gonna crack this full bottle on top of your damn head, and yeah, shit's gonna happen.
Public service announcement. Wear your fucking mask. Don't be a
Yeah,
dumbass.
public service announcement. Wear your
Public
mask.
service
Yeah, I mean, good point. We're almost 1 year into this pandemic.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah. Let me
Unfortunately.
say this. Do not mess with me because I came from a tribe. It's called Slap a Bitch. So, yeah, try me.
Okay.
But,
Well, I guess let's
No,
end it off.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished with you. Anyways.
This episode
Braun
only
Strowman.
ends.
Finished with you.
This episode
Anyway.
only ends when I say.
Okay, Braun Strowman.
I was not finished, Jason, you old dumbass bitch.
He's
Anyways.
no.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not even hurt by it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm immune.
Yeah,
I'm immune to the
I'm gonna aim
pain.
for your heart. You still not gonna hurt. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this episode. I know it's been I'm a little rowdy right now, but yeah, thank you guys for having me on this episode. Follow me on Snap because I'm gonna be off Instagram in a couple days. So follow me at Lucas_Rainmaker so you can keep up with me and me with the crazy shit. And yeah, thank you guys for having me and just. Please, for the love of God, wear your mask, and please, for the love of God, just don't be a Karen. Don't be a Karen.
Yeah.
But if your name is Karen, but if you're out there and your name is Karen, and you are wearing a mask, then good for you. We apologize then.
But if you're not, then fuck you.
Wow.
Enjoy the show and
way to alienate our audience.
Enjoy the show and take care. See you for the WrestleMania 34 recap.
Bye bye.
Crash and burn!